Okay, let's do this. Let me get this. Let me go ahead and see if I can get this up in the chat. Hold on a second. Make sure I get the link. Piece of shit. All right, because so we could talk some more music or whatever. Hold on a second. Let me get this. Let's go ahead and move this. Down. Screw it. Let's do this. Pop out chat. Let's go. Damn it. All right, hold on a second. Yeah, so I don't know what happened with Cheech. We'll find out in the morning. Hopefully everything's okay. Everything's cool. If for some reason maybe he sees this, then he'll go ahead and no, I just need to do that. I can put it over here. All right, so here we go. All right. Let's see. Let's go and invite. Okay. Paste. Hit. All right, guys, it's pinned. Go ahead and hit it up. It's just a impromptu, so there's no I didn't do any kind of research or anything like ahead of this, so whenever you want to jump on. Come on. So Gary Franchi's still around, Michelle Lynn, cool. How am I still here? I don't know. Well, obviously you haven't drowned. See Jerry Black. Wow, crap. I got 15 people. That's actually probably more than my normal stream. Let's go ahead and bring on the other masters of disaster. My co-host for my show, Mr. Whiskey Shits, the man I co-host if he ever needs me again. Oh, Chris Luddig down there at the bottom.
Up in here.
Hey, he's being nice. He changed his name to just Shane. It's not Wag's Daddy anymore. But,
another song I was going to bring up before they closed out was Cats in the Cradle.
Oh, very nice.
Dad,
okay. Harry Chapin
song and don't almost shed a tear.
Harry Chapin, and you know what? That's actually, if anybody's ever heard the Ugly Kid Joe version of that song, it is one of the best. You know, people say Disturbed does these awesome freaking covers, especially with Sound of Silence and all this other stuff. But if anybody ever goes back and listens to Ugly Kid Joe doing Cats in the Cradle,
dude, that was a great version, Wags. You're right on.
It's a freaking awesome. It's a seriously awesome version of that song because it just the raw. Because instead of making it so,
you said it's raw.
And it's also not so melancholy. It has more. It has that freaking really hardcore. It has a good hard rock guitar behind it. So I really like it.
I was away. He was talking for I knew it. He said, "I'm gonna be like you, Dad. You know I'm gonna be like you."
Well, see, okay.
It was a cat.
Go ahead.
Hey, yo, Adam. Dude, it's after 2 a.m. my time, and I can still talk.
How'd you do that? Did you just do a bunch of coffee most of the day until this started or something?
I think he learned from last week.
Okay, so Adam, I went ahead while I was doing. Nobody else paid attention, but while I was doing. At the very end, I went ahead and went through that blind one more time. Sorry. Sorry.
Dude, Barrel makes some good shit.
I like that. I like that Barrel 2021.
Well, I don't blame you, dude. I tried it on its own, and it's good stuff. I don't doubt that at all. I just like the other ones up against it more.
Right.
Yeah. Stan, you saw my review on that Barrel when I put it up on Instagram.
Right.
I liked it because I caught some amazing notes on the finish. but it was missing on the palate. It was just so damn hot. And when I just had it, it was mellowed out. It opened up so much. Dude, that shit's fire. I like it.
Yeah, it's freaking. I mean, I like, like I said, everybody likes different things. I mean, me, I'm really good. I'm like, everybody's like, well, what's your favorite bottle? They ask you what your favorite bottle is, what's your everyday pour, what all sorts of stuff. And people don't believe me, but I'm sorry. No matter what you've thrown at anybody's thrown at me, believe me, I love High West. I like this ancient age that was sent to me by Bourbon. Obviously, Adam only sent this to me a couple weeks ago, and it's almost gone. I love that Knob Creek.
What was that?
Knob Creek 12. Knob Creek 12.
Okay. Yeah.
But if you said, like when you were talking about going in the bunker with a tornado or whatever the situation is, you had to go down there for 3 days, what would you take with you? I would find a way of getting a handle of – where did I put it? There you go. I would find a way of getting a handle of 101 rye.
No, not a handle, a Shane Long flask.
Wild turkey. Or a Shane Long. This would be my Shane Long flask right
here.
Dude,
I can get you 1 liters of that. I can't get you a handle. I can get you 1 liters.
Yeah.
That's all we get in Utah.
In California, you usually can only get 1 liters. But then all of a sudden, last week, they came out with this.
Dude,
these 750s. These 750s, there's no more 1 liters out here. I can't find them.
Oh, dude. Everywhere this week around here dropped those, and they run from like $19.99 to $21.99.
Yeah. And
that just kills me because the 1 liter, when it was here, there's one place that still has them. It's $44.99 for a 1 liter.
Wow.
I'm like, okay, I'll take 2 750. Shit.
Hey, so JD Bourbon Approach. This is the person that's personally, I guess, keeping me in whiskey, in new whiskey that I've never tasted before. He's the gentleman that gave me the Glendronach 15 Revival, sent it to me. The Japanese last week, the Hawaii. He's the one that sent me the Nassif Reserve batch 6, and he's the one that's sending me that. He said that he's going to be sending me the what is it? The barrel 18. The barrel 18.
Dude, I'm jealous because I've only had the finished ones of those barrel 18. We picked up like 3 of them. Not gonna lie.
So it's like one of those things where this guy, I asked him. I said, how can I repay you? Right? And he's like, I'm doing this to support the channel. He's over in Europe. He doesn't get to come back to California all that much. He doesn't live that far away from where I'm at. But he just said, I just want to meet up and hang out and freaking drink with you when I get back to the States. That's it. But he's sending me, he's having these bottles delivered to me. And then, he won some stuff last week. So I got to get with his wife to stuff like that. But he's also he's also sent stuff to Ken too. Like Shane did. Well, like Shane did, except for I don't think the stuff JD sent had to sit in the fucking post office for 3 weeks.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was all about.
Yeah. But yeah, so I didn't mean to call you out on that Ween thing, but I thought it was funny that Chris was like bringing up these old like obscure songs nobody knew, and I was like, well, do you know this song? Because you like to bust my balls, so I thought I'd bust yours.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Hey, and you know what? And dude, I've listened to that song since you told me that you wrote it and everything else. I've listened to it. It's a good freaking song. It's funny as hell to listen to.
Yeah. And I was 16 when I wrote that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say about
No kidding, dude. That's awesome. I have a bunch of old Ween albums, so I'll have to go through them now.
But JD Bourbon Approach, he's put his favorite bottle is when it's empty.
That's right.
And there's a lot of things that Shane doesn't talk about in his life and stuff like that. Like, and I'm not trying to, I don't try to out him or anything like that. But the Ween thing was just something to poke fun at him.
How many people we got in chat?
And I'm
hey Stan, I get it, man. I don't talk about what I used to, but I talk to other people on my channel about shit.
Yeah, and I really do think that his idea for his bar and everything else is freaking amazing. That's why I kind of poked at him about when we're going to see his bar, because I knew that he would talk about the fact that he wants to bring in people that don't normally drink whiskey, get them educate them and stuff like that. So it was just a little prod to get him to, so that he would bring that up, so that somebody would notice it besides the small group that saw it the first time when we talked about it over on Kent's channel. So
yeah, well, I told
now,
Adam just a little earlier, and I've talked to HBR and a few other channels, and Wags, I'm telling you now, need to get you out here. I've been working on before the COVID stuff started, working with a couple restaurants, and before I got involved in all this stuff, putting stuff together to do a whiskey weekend up here in the Beloit or the Wisconsin/Illinois area. And I've got it set up with distilleries. I have the venue set up. I have a rooftop bar set up on top of the hotel for after hours and all kinds of stuff. So it's just waiting for things to release up a little bit here. We got close. The state Senate opened it up, but the county didn't. So I just need them to, so I can progress with this. But I'm trying to put together a Friday through like Sunday morning, just to get a bunch of you guys up here and out here, hit up Driftless Glen, Jay Henry, and if it works out time-wise, get down to Illinois on one of the days and hit up Whiskey Acres. And, dude, I think it'll be fun. And if we got a bunch of the channels up here, get certain guys up talking, and a bunch of the distilleries and distributors are totally on board with this and think it'll be amazing. And I already have the venues because I was working with them ahead of time. So we could have a hell of a lot of fun. So I'm trying to put it together. So keep it on your radar, man.
Once you get everything set up and everything else, I mean, I don't, like I said, I just started the job, so I'm not going to have any vacation for a few months. But normally I'm not going to be working weekends anyway. So
yeah,
we'll figure something out. But
the main part would be Saturday. It'd be a Saturday thing, you know.
And
you come in late on Friday, we take care of you.
But there's only one thing. It's a Saturday, and I know it's going to be a party and everything else, but it's Saturday, and I have to and I promised a lot of people that unless something major happened to me or work made it to where I wouldn't be able to do it, that I would live stream. So it would,
from where you're at.
The whole thing's live stream.
Okay.
We're gonna live stream the whole damn thing. It's gonna be a live stream. It's Whiskey Tube, and instead of just being an event, I want to make it a live Whiskey Tube.
Yeah, you can do it throughout the day, man. Just
right. Everybody just goes on at different times, and we're all part of it. That's
okay. Because I already have a setup that I'm working on right now, a travel setup. So I have a big Pelican case.
So do I, man. So do I.
Microphones, a bunch of a couple of like those small freaking lights with the filters and stuff for them, and
Amarants and stuff.
Yeah, and then another box set up just for like stands and stuff like that. It'll cost me a little bit to get them transferred, but it's something where I'll be able to go anywhere with my laptop and my cameras and my lenses, and I'll be able to go set up a live stream and be just the same quality as that you see on my regular live stream.
Yeah, dude, so, I have a bunch of stuff. I still don't have my whole setup going right now, but I have a ton of stuff, and I'll set it up, and we can all go live. You know, take our turns. It doesn't matter. Yeah. I just want to make it fun and make it like a fun live whiskey weekend.
Yeah, I mean, the truth is I do have got XLR cables and everything else, and portable. I've got a portable freaking sound system. Portable recording system for voice and stuff. So it's nothing that can't be live. I've got handheld mics, the whole nine. I mean, it's not like it's not like something we can't do. I've got so many freaking microphones. It's crazy. I've got 7 or 8 dynamics that are having a box right now with all the XLR cables and a Zoom freaking 6-channel XLR recorder and stuff like that. So I've got all kinds of stuff. So if anybody decides they want to do something like what you're doing or like that, and I'm invited, then I mean, I can pack all that shit up and take it with me and get it all set up to do something with something on a larger scale. Or I could do that shit using my cell phone and another setup. I've got so many different setups to do live shit. It's crazy. It's stupid.
All right,
But-
Chris, you still on that C920?
Yes, sir. This is magical, dude. I don't
Is that
know why I
your
haven't
first-
cracked it. I
Is that
love
your
it.
first crack of it?
It's my first crack of it, man.
Wow. It's a good one.
I have
good, huh?
I have a whole bunch of them sitting up top, and I'm not gonna lie, I've been waiting for my set to get set up to crack a bunch of them, and I'm just doing it now. Trying to do like a bottle a night, just get the taste of them. And dude, this is magical. I love EC. It was my first in with everything.
Yeah.
So like seriously,
I'm gonna go see if I have a 920 cracked. Hold on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was.
So JG just said,
It was my first barrel
soon
proof
I'll be
that I
doing
ever
a
had.
blind pour. There's 2
Yeah.
bottles here.
Yeah,
And
so
Lucas
for
just said,
so
"What's
for
in
me,
the box?"
EC,
I
it's
have
my
no
first
idea.
EC barrel proof, and it's beautiful. The
So I probably would
chocolate
have been
comes
doing the
out
blind
so
pour.
much, a little bit of that orange. Dude, this is magic. I'm really happy with this. Like I've been on those
I think he's in
Untitled.
another planet.
Nope, but I will in a second.
Christmas gift.
What do you got there, Ken?
I have no idea. JD sent me this. This is the complete blind pour. We probably would have been doing it tonight except for this fucking cyclone.
Oh
So yeah,
shit!
this will be coming up soon. I have no idea
That
what's
looks
in
like
here.
a nice
It's gonna be a
box.
blind
That's a
pour.
teaser right there.
Yep. There's 2 bottles in here of some goodness. No idea what.
Yeah, man.
All thanks to
Chris,
JD.
I put this up against the A121 and previous batches, dude. Like it's so much better than the A121.
Yeah. What do you think about the B520 though?
A
compared
lot.
to it?
Dude. There's a lot of people that are like 520 fanatics and will poo-poo the 920.
I
Yeah.
think the 920 was better.
I think so too, but I know a lot of people that think the 520 is better, and I think the 520 is just a little sweeter.
Okay.
I
I have it sitting up here. I haven't cracked that either.
A lot of people love it, man.
I think I might be a 9 batch guy because the C919 was freaking amazing too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the 919s and I've got 19. I think I have a 918. I think that's right? 918.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said the other day when we were talking that you had a 918. I've got it. Yeah, because that's the other one I have. I have a 918.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm sorry.
I'm trying to get farther back with them, but
I'm sorry. I don't have a
into the
918.
wall with it.
I don't have a 918.
I do.
Adam does as soon as I send it to him.
Yeah.
But
It smells so good though. God damn.
so I'm gonna do a quick blind. Not even quick blind. I'm gonna match up a 519 to a 920.
Ooh, 519?
Yeah.
Damn, Stan. Baller.
No, this I thought I told you about this, Chris. I thought I said, well, I know I was saying it on my live before. Adam knows about this because he had to make a choice between a 519 or a 918.
Yeah.
He could have one of them because I owe him a bottle. So,
Dude, I'm just telling you because I'm jealous because I'd like to have a 519. That's one of the ones I'm missing.
okay, so let's go ahead and talk for a second. What do you have that you know that I would like? And since I'm giving Adam the 918, I just happen to have.
Look at this guy.
I'll change my giveaway for 1,000 subscribers. If you've got the right bottle, I have a brand new 519 sitting right here.
What are you looking for, dude?
I'm just open to try new shit I've never tried before. That somebody might have to their area.
I don't think you've ever had Malort, have you, Stanley?
No, fuck you and your Malort.
I got tons of that, man.
I can order. You know what? I can
north of
order.
Chicago. I've got tons of it.
Yeah, I can order Malort. This is crazy though, right? I can actually order Malort and Jepson's Jepson's bourbon from a lot of places in the States. Okay. What I really want, what?
Shane, were you just playing Love Will Find a Way?
Carry on, carry on.
Is that what it was?
I'm just doodling in the background. Don't worry about me.
I heard it, man.
Love Will Find a Way by, hold on a second.
Tesla, right?
Yeah, Tesla. There you go.
Love will find a
Wait a second, Adam. You're not that old, Tesla. You're not that old, Adam. How do you know
dude,
that?
I love
shit?
that song. That's a great song. Michelle will vouch for me. She loves that song too, I'll bet.
Well, Tesla's freaking awesome, dude. Truthfully, I just went like, was it
That's right, Bourbon Baller.
2019? I went and saw Poison. Well, Tesla, Poison, Def Leppard.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Tesla
song, yep.
Tesla was freaking awesome. Poison was good. I've never seen a bad Poison concert. I saw them blow David Lee Roth off the stage. Okay.
Literally?
No.
like straight up blow.
Okay, so in 80, it was really bad as I'm gonna say this, and then Shane's gonna make a joke. It was the Open Up and Say Ha tour.
Yeah, see, exactly.
with the Skyscraper tour for David Lee Roth. Now David Lee Roth puts on a great show, and he had Steve Vai and Greg Bissonette and all those guys, all those awesome freaking people. But Poison opened up, and when David Lee Roth came on, he was like, I'm sure he was pissed that he had to try to be better than them because they were just dead. CC DeVille was dead on. It was just so freaking awesome. And then, David Lee Roth puts on an awesome show. Like he's in like a rig, the mountain climbing rig swinging across the stage, and he's on a surfboard out in the middle of the freaking crowd surfing into the stage. And it's freaking great. But Poison blew him. Just literally freaking just destroyed him. And then every time I see,
you want some driftless Glen barrel proof?
Some what now?
Driftless Glen barrel proof.
Rye or bourbon?
You pick.
Well, if it's the one you were showing earlier, the Bevmo pick, I've already got it. So
that's not Bevmo. That's a Benny's pick.
Oh, it's a Benny's pick. If it's barrel strength, then I could do a driftless Glen.
Yeah, if you want rye, I can do rye. If you want the bourbon one that Scott from My Bourbon Journey compared to Stag 15, I can get that too.
You know what? I'm good with the rye. I'm kind of like leaning towards rye a lot lately. So
don't you even
yeah, just tell me, man. I'll hook you up.
I know you feel.
All right, we will talk. We have plenty of time to talk offline.
Oh
and
yeah. I'm in no hurry. I was just throwing that out there.
But if you need a 519, I'll go ahead and take it out of the rotation for my 1,000 follower giveaway. I'll put something else in there. I've got all kinds of other shit that I can put in there. People want more anyway. So you'll get that 519.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
You know what though? What's the really bad thing about it is that my favorite Tesla song isn't even a Tesla song.
Signs.
It's the acoustical jam freaking Signs.
Oh yeah.
Signs everywhere. The signs. It's just a really freaking. My favorite. Okay, so what's your favorite Tesla album?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have a favorite album.
Okay, I like Mechanical Resonance, but
I'm not that old.
All right, Adam. What next? Do I go A121 or do I go back to B520?
Try the 520.
Holy crap!
Try the 520. Compare it.
All right.
Yeah. See, so I
have a lot of stuff I haven't opened. Like I was waiting to build my space.
So I got a 519. I'm gonna go ahead and do a 520, a 920. So is 920 really? I mean, I've had samples of it like a while ago. Is it really that much better than all this other stuff? Because everybody still keeps on telling me all the time how much better freaking 920 is compared to 520.
He's all over it.
Am I in tune with you, Shane?
Not at all. I'm not even playing that song anymore.
So check it out.
Ryan has started pissing down. Can you play Can you play Toto's Africa? Because it's just started.
Got that
pissing
song
down.
in my head now,
Oh
man.
yeah.
Emergency kit, no nothing.
Hey, you better tell Mama to
Kits,
grab
my
that
first aid kit's in the
43-year-old
car.
and chug it. She may not get another chance.
Well, hold on a second. What was that?
Yeah.
again?
Come on, missus. Come and have some of the 43.
Jim Morris wants me muted.
Yeah, there's Shane on there. Bella,
Yes.
Mum.
There you go.
No.
Well,
No, leave Nathan Samuel.
There you go, Chris.
Oh, what a week pop.
ooh.
Okay, so Gary Franchi was saying that he saw Bon Jovi open up for Scorpions.
Dude, Bon Jovi came to my cousin's high school and played right before their
You
graduation.
bet, girl.
Come on,
And then they wore their high school football jerseys in their video.
Carly.
Because when they were coming here, it was during the time that every school was graduating through the area.
Yeah.
And my cousin's high school was the only one that switched the graduation date so it didn't interfere with the Bon Jovi concert. So Bon Jovi came to their practice graduation and played for them, and then got jerseys from the high school and then wore them in their next video.
I didn't want to drink
And
this. You know
Ma-
that.
Michelle
So-
Lynn is saying that her first concert was
No, I didn't
Aerosmith
wanna drink
and
it.
Doreen. I've never heard of Doreen.
No,
then-
Doc.
You mean Dawkins?
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
Doc.
Doc.
Dawkins?
Oh, Dawkins. Okay.
Yeah, Don
Dawkins.
Dawkins.
Okay. Hey, now what's funny about that is right. She says her first concert was Aerosmith and Dawkins. Her second concert was Bon Jovi and Skid Row.
I got
Out
you,
of those-
Michelle.
Out of
I'll tell
those four bands, only Aerosmith's lead singer actually has a voice still left.
Oh, you beat me to it.
Don Dawkins is great. Was great for a long time, but I saw him right before the pandemic, and his voice was fried. Same with. I actually went to Sebastian Bach. Was the headliner for one of the bands that I'm friends with called Cobra and the Lotus, and I didn't even. I lasted 2 minutes listening to his voice fry, and I was like, no, I'm done with him. And then John Bon Jovi's been singing through his nose for the last 10 years, and nobody said anything about it. So, and I mean,
Three
the truth,
meals, bro.
and my favorite Bon Jovi song is not even on any of their 80s stuff. It's actually called "This It's My Life," and that's off of one of the later albums.
My life, and it's now.
Oh, I ain't gonna live forever. Yeah,
Sing it,
That
Wags.
2010, 2011 song.
Wags karaoke, get it on.
But no, I'm just like,
I just want to live until
I talk about metal music, and that's my favorite genre, period, across the board. But there's no music I dislike. And like I said, it could be 50s, 60s, any kind of music other than I don't like mumble rap. That's the only thing I can't get past. But there's a lot of other stuff. There's always something good about any kind of music. So like when he said "Cats in the Cradle," boom, I know it's Harry Chapin. I know freaking, when you start talking about Harry Chapin, you start talking about freaking bye Don McLean, bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Those songs like that, those
Oh, we're getting laughed at.
those crooner
Who's that?
songs, those crooner songs mean a lot to me because that's how I directly relate to my father. Because he listened to stuff like that and the Beach Boys. Any
Nice.
Beach Boys song, as soon as the Beach Boys hit the radio, and me and my dad in the same room, we can just freaking be like the bestest of friends. So like the Beach Boys songs are dear to me. And then we actually for the longest time didn't bond
All right,
until I got into electronics, which is what he was
Night,
into.
Will.
So.
Hey, this song's for you, Ken. Row, row, row your boat gently down the street.
Merrily.
Yeah, that's what he's singing.
You can all carry that one.
Oh god.
Hey, what time is it there, Ken?
Cyclone time. It is 22:04 in the afternoon.
Okay, because I'm sitting there
So
going,
we're
wait a
just
second.
starting to get the wind and the rain from the cyclone.
How far off the coast are you?
10-minute walk away.
Oh, really? From you're 10 minutes from the ocean?
Yep.
Oh, dude.
Oh yeah.
Please tell me
I
there's
know.
All the same.
please tell me there's 100-foot cliff at that ocean that goes
The
straight
names
down. So at least we
change.
got a chance of freaking not
I'm on a
getting
bit of
wet.
a hill going down,
On
so I
Groovy.
think I'm all good. I'm not going to get flooded.
Okay.
Keep it going, Shane.
Oh, I will. Hang on.
Blue jeans, baby.
Oh, we got Bon Jovi.
LA. No,
man.
I just saw Michelle Lynn say Tiny Dancer and then immediately got that.
Oh, okay.
Come back for this or what?
Sing
Dead or
it.
alive.
Same. Only the names will change every
Yeah.
day. Oh, it seems we're wasted away. Another place where the faces are so cold. I drive all night just to get back home. 'Cause I'm a cowboy. On a steel horse I ride. And I want it.
Wanted.
Get over that.
Wanted. Dead or alive.
Sometimes I sleep. Sometimes it's not for days. People I meet, they all go separate ways. Sometimes you tell the day by the bottle that you drink.
Cheers.
Sometimes
When you're alone, all you do is think. 'Cause I'm a cowboy. On a steel horse I ride. And I'm wanted.
Wanted.
Dead or alive.
Wanted. Dead or alive. Bing-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding.
There we go. There we go. He's got it.
So Jim Morris puts in here that Moody Blue, he went to his first concert was the Moody Blues in 1999, only about 30 years too late. But then freaking his second concert was Tom Waits, which I would have loved to have seen. I would love to go see Tom Waits in concert. He might have one of the worst voices that's ever been freaking done in music, but but so was Lou Reed's voice sucked. Bob Dylan's voice sucked, but they just really good freaking music. And then the third concert was Billy Squier, Bad Company, and Styx in 2000. Now, they might have been older. I don't know what they sounded like, but that would have been. I would have loved to go and seen Bad
Hey,
Company.
Squags.
Yeah,
Miss Scotch Down Under there.
Yeah.
She's got some 43-year-old Canadian club in her glass. At least I hope she does.
She
What?
just said, can you get a bottle of that?
I can say Shine pissing himself laughing.
So 43-year Canadian
He's like-
club.
Yeah, I sent that
Yep.
along with the flight that Ken did tonight. I sent an extra bottle for her. It was 43-year-old Canadian club.
Nice.
Did 43-year-old Canadian club also come in a plastic freaking jug?
No, actually, it comes. That's got a really cool little.
Decanter.
Decanter. It's pretty sharp.
I'm just making fun because if anybody knows what Canadian club is, if you say Canadian club to in general, just like I'm gonna go get some Canadian club, it's like, oh, you must be making some really bad mixers. And like Canadian club, Canadian Miss, a lot of those are the bottom shelf Canadians, like even below Pendletons and stuff like that. And it's always funny because I used to drink Canadian Mist and Mountain Dew, and I used to say it was my special cocktail called Mountain Mist, and then I would drink like Canadian Club and 7-Up or Seagram's and 7-Up or whatever. But it was just like it always when you say Canadian Club 43-year-old, I'm like sitting there going, the only time Canadian Club I've ever seen literally is in that plastic freaking bottle. So I thought that was funny. But that's really cool, actually. That'd be freaking something that would be really interesting to try someday.
Yeah, they barreled it in '77, and they're going to do 40, which they already did, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, and then they're going to do a 50 year, and that'll be the last of that juice.
Yeah, the 80s music was great. I'm not going to say it wasn't. That it was, it was freaking awesome. Freaking not just the hair metal part of it, but like just in general, 80s music was freaking great. Because for some reason, you can bring up certain songs from the 80s, and to this day, you hear it all the time. Men Without Hats, Safety Dance. Freaking, you can bring that song up, and freaking people, no matter what age they are, for some reason saw Biodome, and freaking they know the words to the song.
Now I want Africa. And they're not Jammy Pants.
Hey, Ken,
not Jammy Pants.
Before he starts playing Africa, what you want to do too is go check out a guy named Leo Marcoli on YouTube.
I just spent like 4 hours catching up on Leo's videos, and I went down a rabbit hole of all these.
So that Africa video, the girl that sings.
Oh
that,
my god, it's so good.
So then you know who Rebea is, the one guy with the big afro.
Good night, Michelle Lynn.
Hannah, Rebea.
Good night, Michelle.
Yep.
Hannah and Rebea are actually like people. I actually know them. And they,
Oh, that's fucking awesome, man.
I met them on Instagram and stuff like that, but then I've spent time with them hanging out with them at NAMS. And then Rob Chapman, the other guy that's in some of the videos every once in a while, the guy that owns Chapman Guitars is also someone that I talk. Yeah. Some people don't like him. Some people don't like him. You can be at times.
That fucking outro for his cover, oh my god, it's so fucking good when Rebea and Leo are just riffing, man. It's so fucking good.
And Rebea's a really cool dude. Freaking Hannah's the sweetest little. She's so small. She's like a little pixie, but she has like the most freaking bitchin' voice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's really cool. She actually the first time I met her, she was getting ready to get a coffee, and she says, "Well, you want to sit down and talk and have a coffee?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" She goes, "Well, I see that you have a microphone and stuff like that. Do you want to interview me, or do you just want to talk?" Or I said, "What do you want to do?" He goes, "Well, let's just sit down and talk. Maybe we'll talk about doing an interview later." I was like, "Cool." So she sat there for like 35 minutes with me and drank coffee with me. She's really freaking cool as hell. But yeah, freaking that song Africa, man, that freaking their version of it is so freaking awesome. It just, and then plus
I've watched that at least 100 times.
Yeah, I love freaking
watching it. Yeah.
I love the guitar.
I'm gonna have to learn that one. I don't want to butcher it here.
The guitar is
such a good song.
The guitar is,
I will learn the right way.
Gary Franchi called out Motley Crue. Do you know anything by Motley Crue? Some Home Sweet Home?
Yeah. I don't have my piano here to play that.
Fucking raining.
You just got to play chords, right? You know,
yeah,
I'm a dreamer. To go. I gotta run away high, so I wouldn't go low. Even when things went right,
doesn't mean that always wrong.
This one, I just can't remember freaking the order of the lyrics. I know all the lyrics, but I'm missing the order.
You know what movie's great for that? I don't know if you guys have seen it, but Hot Tub Time Machine, where they do the
Hot Tub Time Machine.
They do the that song, dude. They highlight that song quite a bit in that movie. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's just like with the song. What's the name? The movie that with about the Rolling Stone writer.
Yeah,
freaking,
what the hell?
I know which one.
It's when Tiny Dancer came back and went to #1. It's freaking, and the band that the quote unquote band, the fake band that they were covering was a real band with those real songs.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think of what it was. Picture something
no.
Damn it. I know who it is. It's freaking, damn it. What is her name? She's freaking Dorothy Hahn's. I mean, no, not Dorothy Hahn. Kurt Russell's daughter. Freaking not Kurt Russell. Goldie Hawn's daughter. What's her name? That's who. She's in the movie.
Kate
Hudson.
Hudson. Yep, Kate Hudson.
She's gorgeous.
Mm.
Side note.
No, noted.
Noted. Note that shit.
Let's see. I got one more. Tickling the Ivory. That's the only Motley Crue song I like. Yeah, exactly. It's a good.
Home, sweet home.
Oh. Here's-
Tonight, I'm on my way.
The world
Just
was on fire and no one could save me but you. Do you know the song?
What you going, Rich?
Strange what desire will make foolish people do. I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you.
Oh, that's a good song.
I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you.
And I don't want to fall in love.
Wanna fall in love. No, I don't wanna fall in love.
Oh, with you. Chris
With
Isaac.
you.
Chris Isaac.
Yeah.
I've heard the song. I don't know the lyrics though.
It's called Wicked Game.
Yeah, that's right.
Wicked
Wicked Game. That's it. That's the one.
Yeah,
Ken knows it. Ken's heard it down under.
So the movie was Almost
Oh,
Famous,
I heard it down under.
by the way. Almost Famous was the name of that movie.
Almost Famous. That's right.
Yeah.
To play,
Damn, she was young in that movie.
we feel this
Yeah.
way.
Good
What
video
a
clip.
wicked thing to do. Let me dream of you. What a wicked thing to say. You never felt this way. What a wicked thing to do. To make me dream of you. And I want to fall in love. No, I don't want to fall in love with you. With you. Wow. That might be the sign. Mama told me when I was young, Simon, come sit beside me. My only son. And listen closely to what I say. And if you do this, wow, there goes my voice.
It'll help you some sunny day to be a simple
Man.
Wait, I can't remember when it starts. Oh, take it. It's right now. Oh,
Is it
take
simple?
your time.
Simple Man.
Don't live too fast.
Don't live too fast.
There you go. Okay. Yeah, Simple Man.
Troubles will come, and they will pass. And
You'll find a
you'll find a woman.
Yeah.
And you'll find love. And don't forget that.
Son. There is someone up above. Be a simple kind of man. Oh, be something you love and understand. I can't remember how it goes right now. Be a simple.
All right, I'll do it. My voice is going to rip up. Woo. Here we go.
Man.
Be a simple kind of man. Be me something that you love and understand.
Yeah, there you go.
Baby, be a simple kind of man. You can do this for my son if you can.
Simon, what are you doing in the chat? Get your ass on here. You know there's a stream, you gotta be on it.
He's probably closer to the water than Ken.
Or wait a second, Simon. Make sure you got
No, he's not.
Oh, he's not.
Make sure you got a stack of shirts.
Yeah.
Make sure you got
a fucking shirt.
That's why he's not coming on, because Shane's here and he knows that Shane's going to be the one that makes sure. Hey, we did a good ask Ken last week. I did a pretty good job of going after Simon, keep him changing.
Good.
Oh yeah, old man Joe, fucking Jim, everybody's been fucking on.
I want everybody to say welcome to Whiskey Pilgrim. He shut down his channel. Well, he's shutting down his channel. And he's going to be part of a different channel. But Whiskey Pilgrim, thank you for joining and hanging out a little bit. He did his final live. He did a final live the other day.
I want to know why is Ken still wearing the same shirt that he started the night with?
Because Ken's not required to change his shirt.
I'm not a cyclone. I just had my house leaking, so I was just double checking nothing was going to get damaged.
Hey man, I'm going to give you shit about that.
So did you guys notice that when I left stream, when I was on HBRs and I came back, I had a different shirt on and a hat?
No.
Uh-huh.
Did not.
No.
I did. You should go back.
I don't know. I feel like I do notice it now that you mention it, but
yeah.
But
I try to do that now. Whenever I leave, I'm always like switching my clothes.
But when you were live with me, you had on a button-down, you had like that button-down shirt on and stuff like that. But then when you came back on with Hot Buttery Rolls, the first time you had a T-shirt on, and then you went to Take Care of Business, and then then you came back with the.
Oh no, I changed shirts even during HBR's stream. I got up once, walked away, and then I came back with a hat and a gray T-shirt on.
You changed shirts during business.
Then you said Taking Care of Business. I'm thinking of that New Zealand.
Yeah, that was the band. That was the
Taking Care of Business
going on.
Business time.
It's business time. You're muted. I don't know if you're talking, man, but you're muted.
Have you guys heard Business Time?
By Fly the Concords?
Shane did.
Yes, Business Time.
I had my business socks on earlier.
Oh no!
When I first said Take Care of Business, and you said something about a band, I'm sitting there going, "They're not Australian. What does Ken know about BT? About Bachman Turner Overdrive? Risky Business. That movie?
Business Time. Whiskey Concords, New Zealand band.
Oh yeah, Flight of the Concord stuff. Yeah, friggin' what?
Yeah.
But like Mr. Whiskey's just talking about Risky Business. Tom Cruise and Rebecca De Mornay. That's an '80s freaking hit right there.
There you go.
Just like what was it? I don't know if you ever seen My Science Project. It was another '80s thing. And every time I see somebody, everybody always refers to the sunglasses at night thing, right? With Corey, what's his name? Corey
Hart.
Corey Hart doing Sunglasses at Night, right? Well, there's a movie.
I wear my sunglasses at night.
There was a movie that came out.
He's looking up Flight of Concords Business Time. I know.
There was a movie that came out just prior to that movie, that song becoming big, called My Science Project. And the guys wearing sunglasses.
Val Kilmer.
Inside. No, this is not Val Kilmer. That was Real Genius. But
you're right, Real Genius.
So
Shit.
this one, the guy who plays, if you ever seen the movie Hackers, he plays the evil guy in Hackers. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but in there he's supposed to be like the cool guy, but he's also the guy that everybody thinks isn't cool. And they're like, "Why are you wearing sunglasses inside at night?" He goes, "When you're cool, the sun shines on you 24 hours a day." And so I always loved that freaking line from that movie. And then like literally around that same time was when Corey Hart came out with Sunglasses at Night. And every time I see somebody wearing sunglasses inside, I think of that movie. And unfortunately, I have this other problem besides music. It's called I know too much about freaking movies sometimes. So
Yeah, that's pop culture.
yeah, I have a problem with that sometimes.
So you do good with like those game show things.
No, normally, yeah, I do pretty decent. So that 519 is pretty. I like that 519. It's really good.
So, Big League, dude, you're muted or some shit.
No, he's
No,
on.
No,
He's
I'm
back
not.
now.
I was. I muted myself like an idiot.
It's all right. How's that? You said you didn't like the 520?
I like it, but it really draws out the moisture from your mouth. It's very astringent.
And the nose was not as good as that C920.
No, not to me. Not to me. The C920 had a great nose. I picked up a lot of stuff. It's fantastic. Don't get me wrong, it's fantastic. But I don't think it's as good as the C920.
Agreed.
What'd you put up against it?
C920 59 or the 5
B520.
B520.
Because I'll tell you right now,
Nope. Tell me later. I don't want to know right now.
that's a proofy bitch.
It is. It is.
That 920. Holy crap!
The
920
920
got a punch, dude.
No, you got it backwards. 520 is punchy.
Well, I'm doing 519 against 920.
Hey, you took me out of the drawing for the Kentucky Owl, right?
Yes,
Bastard.
I did, sir.
Bastard. Didn't give me a chance to keep my own bottle.
I told you that before I made the pick.
I can pick some up tomorrow.
It's batch 3. It's not as easily. Batch 4 seems to be the one everyone can find because that's the one that's 300. Yeah. Batch 3 is a little tougher to find.
I'm on the Illinois-Wisconsin border. Everything's available.
Yeah.
I told you before I ran the freaking drawing that your freaking name was out.
I know.
But okay, because here's the wow, this is a huge difference. I didn't realize this. This 519 is 122.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I took a big old. I just took the neck number 1 a neck pour, and number 2 a big ass swig out of that 920, and it literally freaking felt like my asshole was about to fall out.
132.8, dude.
Yeah, it literally felt. I thought my asshole was going to fall out for a second. Wow.
Well, it is Saturday night, Stanley. It is Saturday night.
Dude, that B521 better be like back in the 130s. That's all I'm saying.
No, beef. Okay, so here's the deal. A120. What's A121's proof?
126.
122.
No, 123.
Okay.
123.6.
Okay, so a 5, the 520 more than likely will be either right around the same proof.
Shane. It's still good, man.
Problem is, everyone's caught on to these barrel proofs, and the prices are stupid on them. They used to be $60. Yeah. I saw the A121. It was $80. I'm like, screw it. I'm not.
I can buy you.
My place still sells
right
them
now
for $49.99.
See, that's what that would be perfect. Franchi, you bastard. That's awesome. I mean, it's still that you got it, but Gary, Gary, you're the guy. I need a batch 1. That is the one I do not have. Help me find a batch 1 before April 22nd.
We need batch 1 owl.
Yeah, the owl rye from the first rye mash bill.
All right.
Okay, since you are going to actually be there,
I got some searching to do, but I see them all the time.
Look for batch 1. All right, what's that, Stanley?
So since you're going to be down on your knees with your mouth open in front of Dixon Deadman.
Oh yeah.
Can you please verify for me that would be somebody that I actually know that would be able to talk to him? I've been told by other people to verify that when he said the last rye, that it was for this set of mash bill. That
well, possibly, but here's what a lot of people I don't think realize. I don't think he is heavily involved with the Kentucky Owl blending anymore. I think that enterprise has kind of taken off, and he is kind of backed away from it and letting them. He's really pissed at the price. I'll tell you that much. He does not like how expensive it is.
He doesn't. Did you know that he won't drink some of the that he was doing an interview with? Who was it? It was it's Bourbon Night, and he says he drinks more of other people's stuff than he does the Kentucky Owl because he doesn't think that the bottles are way overpriced.
Yep.
And so he doesn't drink stuff that has his name on it.
Yeah.
He'll drink something else first because, and he talks so much about Old Carter and about a lot of about all these other blenders and everything else. He likes Joseph Magnus and everything else. He was really cool when they talked to him about all that stuff because I mean, he wasn't there promoting all his own shit.
Was
He was
that
there
Whiskey
like, hey,
Shits?
that was his
Larceny.
A121.
I've heard mixed reviews on that one today. You're in luck. I already have one, so the next one I find is all yours. Well, Gary Franchi,
Dude,
son of a bitch.
I love the Larceny A121.
Really?
I love it, buddy.
All right. I can grab one of those tomorrow. So
You like the Larcenys?
Yeah, dude, I like it.
I've heard a lot of people. Again, this is what's really cool about this, right? So I could drink something and go, God, that tastes like shit. You can taste it and go, man, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And it's all in how it hits your taste buds. That's what I just absolutely love. And then I've had the strangest shit, and I know you guys have experienced it too, where I poured something, I tasted it, I was like, God, what the fuck is that shit? And then I come back to it 3 weeks later, and I'm like, man, that was kind of bad, but let me see. And then all of a sudden, you're like loving it.
Yeah.
That was that barrel,
man. It's so hard.
Apple brandy tonight.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like that right now. I know the C920. Everybody tells me how awesome the C920 is. Right now I'm drinking it against that 519, and right now that 519
awesome,
to me, that 519 is better to me right now. But it was a neck pour. I just popped it because I've been drinking samples over the last 6 months that people sent me of the C920. So It's like now I'm going to wait a week or so. I'll pop this next weekend, or maybe even Thursday with Chris. Give it a few days. And then it's going to be different. So then I'll match them up again. And actually, I think that might be my Saturday stream next week. I might go ahead and go through my Larcenys and my Larceny barrel proofs and my freaking Elijah Craig barrel proofs, and maybe throw a sample blind up and see which one I like the most out of them all. Because I think I have 4 or 5 Elijah Craig barrel proofs, and I know I have 2 Larceny, but Larcenys are C920 and B520 Larcenys that I have.
Guys, it's 4:00 for me. I'm going to bed. My wife has been sleeping without me for a while, so I'm going to go cuddle up.
Do you think she noticed?
Okay.
Late pipe.
Yeah, she saw me get up. She goes, "Hey, where are you going?" I said,
Late pipe.
Well, you know what got me up is everyone's like, "Hey, what was anybody find anything new?" And I remembered that I grabbed this bottle, and I was like, I didn't know anything about it, so I was like, "Man, maybe."
Hey, what did you think of that at the end of the day?
All I did was a bottle rip, so I can't really give it a full but it wasn't like I took a full rip, and it was pretty good. Like,
Did it taste like whiskey? Did it taste like whiskey?
Yeah, I got some hints of bourbon in there, and there was definitely some hints of whiskey.
Okay.
Hey,
the finish was real bourbon.
There we go. There we go. That's
so it was it was a really bourbony finish.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad that's. Oh, I'm gonna go out and buy 7 bottles of that right now. I'm gonna call.
I would on that tasting note alone.
Hey Shane, join us tomorrow, buddy. Live wire.
Yeah. So cool thing. Even though tomorrow's actually my anniversary, my wife has to leave. She has to go down to South Florida. So tomorrow night, I'm batching it up.
Yeah, man. Jump on with us.
Nice.
For sure.
Cool.
So, all right. Hey, I'm glad your wife finally tasted that, by the way, Ken. I'm so glad
she loved it, man.
That's
awesome.
Thank you for Did she drink it all?
Yeah, she wants a bottle. Oh, yeah, fucking killed it.
Hey, Shane, thank you for what you did. And thank you for what you do for the bourbon community.
Oh, man. No
Dude,
sweat.
I appreciate what you do, and it's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, thank Shane. We've already talked before, but you, like I said, you give me shit, I give you shit, but you can always reach out to me and if you need anything. But also, thank you very much for donating the bottle for my charity stream last week. And actually, okay, thank you for initially donating the bottle for the charity stream to get me to help me, and then redonating it for the charity stream.
Well,
to
so
help
here's
everybody
how
else.
all that went down, and I don't think people kind of realized what was going on because almost everybody else was completely inebriated. So it was Hot Buttery Roll stream. I said if we hit 400, that would open up the opportunity for me to give away that Kentucky Owl signed.
Right.
But I knew that it needed to be a separate drawing because. That
Right.
it needed its own attention.
Right.
It definitely needed its own attention. So then I kind of waited on HBR. He kind of went a little haywire, disappeared a little bit, which was fine. Wasn't a big deal. And then you popped on and started doing that stream. And I thought, well, okay, this is the right time. This is the right time to bring that up again and say, okay, it's time to let everybody know that KO3 is. And listen, that's a big deal for me. And I only say that to you in that it's a big deal to me that I was able to give like that. And my only frustration in that whole thing is I think we could have gotten a lot more for it. I think we could have given a lot more attention to it. We had a lot more people sign up for it if we would have done any kind of anything, gone to other people's channels and said, hey, but that's okay. We'll get it next time. When we've got a good cause again, and maybe the cause is wheels, right? So if we're getting close on wheels, I've got other unicorn bottles I'll gladly throw up if someone's gonna throw some cash at it.
Okay,
Cool,
so
man. Credit to you, buddy.
Heads up, just for you, so you know, I'm only doing like a little 2-hour thing next week with Wheels to promote his GoFundMe. Then I'm ready to jump on board with anybody. Chris says that he wants to put together multiple channel thing for Wheels. I'll jump on with that. I don't have a problem with that. But my plan initially was, as of Saturday, he has 4 weeks till he starts his job. So. This is something that needs to be done. Like we need to.
I might even be able to make
soon.
whatever it is he's needing. I don't know what I'm assuming he's got to have some different components for to get him in and out of the vehicle. That's what I do. So that's why I'm telling you to give me a call.
Okay, I'll probably talk to Brandon sometime tomorrow afternoon anyway. So I'll go ahead and tell him to make sure that he gets in touch with you.
Yeah. I mean, now granted, my shit's going up in space.
Yeah,
most of it, but that's all that articulated componentry that's what I do. Literally, that's what I do.
Right. So that's why I thought of you initially when he said something about it, because I'm sitting there going, wait a second, Shane put shit on fucking Mars. I'm sure that he can help him at least get in touch with somebody that might be able to help him out.
Yeah.
So we'll take care. I'll get with him tomorrow, and then we'll get with you. Whether it's me or him personally, we'll get together with you real quick here and get that taken care of. But next week we're just doing we're going to do a quick give.
You don't have to cry. It's not that big.
Right.
I'm yawning. I'm actually yawning.
Let Shane go, and we can finish out.
Yeah. Okay.
And real quick, Ken, did you know that we got high definition audio and high definition video from Perseverance?
I know, it's fucking sexy as.
Oh, that is so amazing.
So anyway, what were the Martians
There's
saying?
still half a bottle left. Cheers, Doc. And
we
Jim,
didn't hear much.
Cheers, Chief.
I'm out.
Later, Shane.
They were singing "I'm blue, da ba dee da ba da." Yeah. So for anybody else that's still here, 14 people.
Chris is blue, da ba dee ba da.
We're going to go ahead and we're going to do a stream next week for my 2 hours before Hot Buttery Rolls.
Dude, don't end it.
Oh, no, we're not ending it. I'm not ending it. I'm just letting people know that if they decide to get off before they get off, that basically, we love you too, you drunk. We're not all drunk.
Later, Shane, you half-drunk bastard.
Hey, Chris is still talking and we can understand what he's saying, so we know he ain't that drunk.
Except for he's muted.
He's muted again.
Yeah,
maybe he's a little bit drunk.
He's a little bit there. The C920 does it pretty quick.
You're still muted, so I can't hear that middle finger because you're muted. Can you hear? I'm sure you can hear mine because I'm not muted.
Thanks, Tim. I'll open the pub up, mate.
Love you, Chris.
I love you, brother. You're freaking awesome, dude.
Hey, that larceny. Chris, you were talking about the larceny, right? So the C91 or C920 and C9A121 or A121. Those are the only two I've had of larceny. Dude, I love them both. Like, I'm gonna buy every larceny at least 2 bottles per batch. Oh yeah. But it's a very nutty profile. It's very Jim Beam-esque. Or I guess what, Evan Hill or whatever.
Old tub. Who's different? The knob. I like 14. Fits somewhere in Granddad Knob Creek.
Tell him, Adam, real quick.
Am I the only one?
No, we got a robot voice. From,
we're all got
Chris.
it.
I don't know what's going on there.
No, Chris. Just so you know, you have a robot voice right now, so I think you might have a filter
very
on.
Slow
filter on.
voice.
That's a filter on it. That's a filter on the computer.
Yeah,
He's on it. Lilith told him, "Wow, fucking robot voice."
So did we figure out? Was it last time that we figured out that Lilith Morgan and James Morgan were cousins or something like that? Ken?
No. They're cousins, as in they're part of the Commonwealth.
Oh, they just have the same last name. Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's the same. Chris?
Yeah, you still got your robot.
Stanley's fault.
I didn't do shit. All I told him to do was unmute himself. So whatever. Dude, I'm telling you right now, I am so glad. I can honestly say this. I am so freaking glad that freaking Adam lives in freaking Utah. Because if he lived in Southern California or I lived in Utah, I don't think that we'd be able to freaking not like hang out and just freaking make fun of each other and fuck with each other and say, hey, you know, we could be in the same freaking neighborhood and standing across the street from each other, flipping each other off, going, look what bottle I got today, bitch. See you later, freaking walking back in the house. But no, freaking. That's why I like him. That's why I like freaking Adam being my freaking I mean, and I'm going to say it. I mean, I did my own shit for a long time by myself and it was cool and everything else. But it's so much easier and so much more fun to have.
When you have like a consistent person coming on to bounce shit off of. No,
Yeah.
I get it, dude. I like coming on. And me starting another thing isn't about like getting away from that. It's just about doing like another thing, you know?
Oh, no, I know because I freaking. How many channels am I on?
Yeah. On everybody's lives.
All right, let's go ahead and give it a shot again,
Sure,
there,
Chris.
Chris.
You got me?
Yep.
Yes, we got you.
Yep.
Hey.
Yeah, we got you.
You are now not C3PO.
A
Hey,
bad
C3PO is pretty cool though.
He is. He's all right.
Just saying. Dude's
Kind
a
of annoying,
badass.
but he's all right.
So what do you got going on tomorrow, Chris? You got any you actually got a Sunday off or are you training
Yeah.
again tomorrow? Yeah.
No training. Kind of nice. My dogs are howling right now above me. Kind of weird. But no, I got a day off. Kind of nice. I can probably set up my actual camera, like we talked about, Wags, and get that rolling. I would like that and reconfigure. I have 3 screens going right now and a camera over. I just want my actual real like camera. It looks so much better. It looks so much better. It just does.
So
Good, man.
Even though today I think I'm dialed in pretty good today.
yeah, I mean, right now it looks good.
There's a little bit in the corner, little flare.
Yeah. Okay. So you see that too?
I see it. I see it now that I'm looking at it. But I'm saying for me,
Right.
I look good, but that
Hey.
flare looks like shit.
Well, I
Yeah,
don't
I
know
got a
about
little glare going right here, but you know, here.
Well, I can do one of those too. Don't worry. But like, I got hair, lots of it.
So
I don't.
Way too much. Way too much.
no, in general it looks good. You can't say you necessarily look good yourself, but I mean,
I look like shit. Shut up,
Still love you, bro.
ass bag. I love
yeah,
you.
you guys
I
are
love
free,
all of you guys.
but
And yo, it's like 3 a.m. and I can still talk.
right, yeah, you're still talking. You haven't freaking. Yeah, we can still understand you this time. So you're still doing all right.
Better off than last week.
Dude, I don't even know what I did, but I'm embarrassed.
No, don't be embarrassed.
Dude, believe me. Number one,
I fell asleep on the fucking computer.
he passed out.
I did that with HBR way back in the day. We were talking, and I was talking.
And you wasn't talking.
Let's put it this way.
But the bad part, it took like 10 minutes for me to fade that far. It was a slow fade like this. Over 10 minutes.
Hey, so my live tomorrow, I'm not going to have anything too special wardrobe-wise, but watch out for next week. That's all I got to say.
Wait, what's going on?
We got to dress up?
No. Just a little change that'll be very noticeable. Everybody's going to be like, what the fuck?
Your shit or our shit?
It's something that Stahl came up with probably because that he's just freaking. He's a madman.
Nah, that's me.
Oh.
Skull's gonna be surprised too. He's gonna be like, "The fuck?"
Yeah, I'm in the middle of adding more shelves because I had enough, but I don't now.
You can't stop buying, dude.
Dude,
I just bought.
This shit's a bad addiction.
I just bought a Discovery 4 and another one of these guys from Bourbon Neophyte in Vegas.
What was that? I missed it.
The Redemption tenure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got another
How
one.
much was that for you?
So I got one of those waiting for me. Plus, I got this fucking $250 bottle of some mystery shit waiting for me that I got to pick up. So I got to go to Vegas sometime in the next like month or two. I don't know.
You straight up went freaking robot again.
Yep.
Hold on, computer. Yeah.
Hey.
What the heck? What's going on with that, Chris?
He'll get it figured out.
According to Lilith, it's only 6:18 p.m. She's got like another few hours before she's got to worry.
Well, she's on the East Coast, kids on the West Coast, so. And believe me, that's a big fucking country. That's a gigantic country.
I believe it.
It's like what I call extreme United States because like it could be in one part of Australia, it can literally be like 100 degrees, and then the total opposite. If you went directly opposite side of the country, it could literally be like 45, 50 degrees because it just happens to be that time of the day and the right time of the place. And it's freaking crazy. It's Australia's basically like freaking. It's bigger than the United States, so just the country itself in general. So, but.
It's no better, Chris.
Yeah, now it's like
the microphone's like dead, dude. Whatever it is.
That's all right, buddy, man. Freaking, it's already 3:00 in the morning anyway. I guess you can go sleep a little early.
We're getting close to shutting it down.
Yeah, I'm getting what time we got here.
I mean, it's only 1:22 your time, so
it's 1:22. No, you're still roboting, so I don't see us going that much far, a whole lot farther. I mean, it's down to almost 10 people, and 4 of us are here. So, other than Lilith, well, Gary Franchi's still here. I want to find out where Gary Franchi lives because freaking, if he's East Coast, if he's East Coasting, he's like almost 4:30 in the morning, still hanging out. I can hear. We can hear.
Hey, we lost Stanley Wagner. No,
Oh, our channel now.
you're still a robot there, buddy.
Oh, here he is.
All right, you're back, Stanley.
All right. So Gary Franchi's in Michigan, so he's East Coast. So yeah, it's like 4:30 in the morning. He's still hanging out. Friggin'.
Yeah, I'm right there.
You want to cut it, Stanley?
I'm not. I mean, truthfully, I'm not really freaking. I was thinking maybe. Well, what time are we at? 1:30. I mean, depends on what everyone wants to do.
Yeah.
I mean, Ken's going on in 3 hours.
Yeah, we gotta get Chris back on a regular sense. Otherwise, this ain't gonna.
Yeah.
You're still really robotic, Chris. We gotta maybe jump off and jump back on.
Yeah, he already did that once.
Well, hold on, buddy.
Here comes the rain.
Hold on.
Still I wonder who'll stop the rain.
Yep.
You wanted some CCR? There you go. You got some CCR.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna have to crank up some CCR because it's fucking pissing down.
Oh, that's right. You got a metal top roof too, don't you? You don't.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah, you got a metal roof, right?
Yeah.
So now it literally sounds like somebody's throwing freaking like peanuts at the top of your freaking house, and she's like,
about 10,000 of them. Yeah.
Well, just think of it this way: if it's anything like a tornado but it's just turning the other way. I'm sorry, a hurricane turning the other way. Until you start freaking seeing freaking cows flying past your window, you still all right. You still all right.
Yeah. Exactly.
Is it
gonna be wallabies and fucking kangaroos there, buddy?
Hey, well, no, there's cow. Hey, there's cows there. There's cows everywhere.
There's
No.
plenty of fucking cows.
Oh yeah.
We got camels, we got fucking deers and goats and sheep and cattle. We got fucking everything.
I was thinking they gotta be like some other kind of breed besides cows, like some fucking dillywonk or I don't fucking know.
So here's the thing that's funny is that Simon was in here a while ago, and I ain't seen shit from Simon since he first jumped
He's
on.
in the bush.
Oh, he was talking shit, dude. He was like, nah, come on ours later.
Well, yeah,
He's in
because
the
He's all, catch us on another stream, Shane.
okay. So Bigley, he did completely disconnected over here. And
Catch
showed
us
up
on
over
another
there.
stream when I'm wearing a different shirt, mate.
All right, we'll try this again.
Hey!
Oh my gosh, he's back. Is it gonna work this time?
Well, I'll see how long it goes.
Hello?
We got you.
I hope so.
So Gary Franchi says,
You're more sober. That's weird.
"I'm out though. Have a great whatever it is wherever you're at or wherever y'all are at." So it's Sunday. We're here in the States, so it is Sunday morning.
Later, Gary.
Ken, it's Sunday afternoon.
Cheers, brother.
Yeah.
Nothing in the
Fucking
cup
house is
right
leaking.
now.
Yeah, hold on. I don't have nothing. I want to be able to. I want to be able to walk
really
to.
good.
I want to be able to walk to bed, so I don't want to get too crazy.
Too late.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that if I don't immediately go eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich after this, I'm going to be spinning in my bed. So, woo! I probably shouldn't have knocked out another flight trying to testing that other shit from the other day.
Cheers to you, Gary.
Yep. Cheers, Gary. 6:18 p.m. in Australia, so it's now 6:27 in Australia, East Coast, which means that it's
Hey, whiskey shits. You get batch 3.
Kentucky Owl.
I don't know. It says I'm buying batch 3.
You're looking like way back in the chat. I said I'm buying because Gary said he can still find it.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Yeah. No, I want it. I want it if someone can get it, but I'm not.
Batch 3 what? Bourbon or rye?
I think the rye probably.
Okay.
well, yeah. Gary was talking about the rise because Shane said that
Yeah.
he had a 2, 3, and 4, but he needed to get a hold of a 1. And then Gary said that he already had a 1, so the next one he come across would be Shane. He would get to Shane.
I mean, to be honest, I'm interested in any Kentucky Owl / like old Carter type stuff. Like
You're not now. I'm going to stop you there. You're not interested in any Kentucky Owl because I can send you I'll send you samples of confiscated, and it'll piss you off.
okay, you're right. You're right. I'm interested in the decent bottles, like the 200 plus, I guess, price range.
Okay.
So not dry.
I wouldn't give you the others. No.
Yeah. No, I'm interested in like a rye batch or whatever, like the decent batches, not the confiscated, not dry state. Like I'm interested in the stuff I can afford, but not the crazy cheap that's like nothing special, you know?
Yeah, the whole thing behind confiscated is it's not that it's bad, it's the fact that you're paying $100 because you're $100 for something that is not good enough, is not at $100 state. It's a $40 bottle, maybe, right, Chris? It's maybe a $40 bottle, but they're charging $100 because
35,
yeah.
30.
But they can get away with it because they're charging you $199 normally for the regular.
For the regular.
So this is how they were trying to get us normal folks that don't necessarily have the money to spend $200 every bottle to have something that said Kentucky Owl on it.
So I was thinking like the batch 4 is a 10-year. Well, this Michter's is a 10-year, you know?
It's a completely. I'll tell you right now, it's a completely different freaking.
Dude, I wouldn't pay more than 35.
No, I believe that on the 10-year. I'm just saying, like I paid $120 for a Michter's 10-year. Like, am I gonna pay what $300 for the? I
wouldn't. The only reason that people are paying $300 for a Kentucky Owl Batch 4 rye is because they're saying it's the last one. Because a batch 3 rye is $189.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's been $189 since the day it was sold. And
that's the retail though. $300.
Right.
$299.
Because they put it out as the last rye and decided to put it as the highest price they thought they'd get away with. There's
Welcome to Smirnoff.
Wasn't it Shane that said that it was the best though? Or who was that? Somebody said that it was the best out of all of them. Was it Cheech?
I don't give two shits if it's the best out of them. Doesn't matter.
Cheech said that, but it was bought by Smirnoff, and they've run the price up.
Yeah, so because they put that tag, they put the tag on. Okay, let's put it this way. Prior to that, the other batches were 189-ish. Okay, they came to this batch after the whole Smirnoff thing, and everything else. They came to this batch. They called it the last batch. Okay, because they put the word last on it, they said, okay, now we can charge premium. The problem is they didn't realize that if they charged anything over $250, that all the gullible people were going to go ahead and pay the $300. Everybody else that knew what they were getting were not going to. They were going to say $250 is my freaking top.
Dude, I'm about to pay $300 for it. Like, what do you want me to say? Like, I'm going to pay $300 for it.
Don't do it.
So, like, okay, the only thing you're getting at, the truth is, the only thing you're getting, if you pay $300 for it, The only thing you're getting out of it is the fact that as long as another rye doesn't come out from Kentucky Owl, you're going to get your 300. If you don't pop it, you're going to get your $300 back, at least. Probably even more if it goes to a couple years before another rye comes out.
If I buy a second, like I'm definitely going to pop one. I'm not going to.
At the end of the day, Dixon Dedman says he's going to make it again. But right now, the rye is not where we want it to be.
Yeah, so my thing is like, okay, you know what? Truthfully, Hot Buddy rolls and everybody else says it. If you've got the money and you're willing to spend it and you really want it, go get it. I'm not going to tell you not to get it because I'm not that guy that has – I haven't tasted it. I can't tell you what it tastes like. It might taste like freaking, the greatest freaking – it might make you feel like if you just had the greatest sex you've ever had in your entire life. I don't know. Maybe it makes you shoot rainbows out of your ass. I don't know because I don't have that bottle. I don't have that bottle. I've never tasted that bottle. But I'm telling you right now, unless Jimmy Russell comes to my house with the only bottle of something that he came up with, signs it, I'm not paying $300 for a bottle. Okay. That's just my own personal opinion. I don't think that there's any whiskey that's out there I think my cap is like 200. I'm not going to go over it. I think we lost him for the night. So that's just my own personal opinion. If that's something that if you want to go ahead and pay, I would never tell you that you're foolish, that you're wrong for doing it because I see people do it every day going and they want the bottle. So they're going to get it. Now
I just bought a bourbon out of Vegas for $250.
Okay. But you're like you said, you're saying it's a mystery bottle.
So it's a 15-year Kentucky bourbon. It's got a mash bill that's been popping up lately. I sent it to HBR. He said it's one of the tote bottles. So it's basically it's got like a 0.5% in one of the mash bills. So it's it's like
freaking that stupid 63.5% freaking.
It's like 70 something, but yeah, it's like 70 something and a half.
It's a tote bottle.
Tote bottle, yeah. So supposedly it's really good stuff. It's 15 years old and it's in a kick-ass decanter. So, but I mean, I paid $250 for it, so I need to get something special, obviously.
Right. Okay. So here's the deal: if the decanter is worth the $250 you paid for it, then you're not losing out. If the decanter is not worth the $250 you're paying for it, then you're taking your chances.
Yeah.
Now, if you're gonna go out and get a baccarat, okay, a baccarat or whatever, if you decide you're gonna pay that money. The only reason for me to spend that much money is that I know that crystal decanter is worth the $1,700 I'm paying for the whiskey that's inside of it.
And I don't think that one's even worth it. Like that one, like, yeah, it's crystal, but it's not like anything special, like shape or anything.
It's just the fact that it's a crystal decanter designed for the baccarat bottle, but the decanter itself is worth $1,500-$1,600 by itself with no juice. Okay.
Yeah, I'll text you a picture of the one that I got, dude.
Yeah. So the thing is that kind of shit is that you got to think what juice is in it. Okay. So the juice is in it. Is it 94 proof? Is it 94 proof? Okay. Angel's Envy Mizunara. Okay. A $2,000 bottle that has like 90 something proof freaking Angel's Envy in it. Is that in a Mizunara? Is that 94 proof or 100 proof, or even if it was freaking 104? Would it be worth paying that much money just to get the decanter? No, because the decanter ain't worth what the freaking juice that was put into it is. And the Mizunara cask, I've never tasted anything Mizunara that was not really, really bad. To me, it just wasn't for me. The Broken Barrel Mizunara was freaking I just didn't like it. It's not the worst thing I've ever tasted, but it was something I'm never going to buy. I would never buy again. And if somebody offered it to me, I'd say, nah, I'll go with his head. I'll just give me Malort. But freaking, but there's certain things like that. But people, I mean, I'm not here to tell anybody to judge anybody's palates or anything. I'm just telling you a $250 bottle. Like I said, if it's something that, I mean, I did that shit. I paid $200 for an old Carter, but that everybody else is like, oh, well, that's like a $159 bottle. That's how much they sell it for. I don't give a shit. I want an old Carter, and guess what? It's the damn best bottle I freaking got in my cabinet.
Right.
And I'm freaking milking the shit. I'm only doing 1 ounce pours on that every time I do it. The only time anything more than 1 ounce comes out is when I send a sample to somebody because I want them to make sure they got plenty to taste. So my two, like I said, hopefully soon, within the next day or two, I get all the people I said I was going to send samples to, get all their shit together, get them out to it. Get all the shit out to them. Especially like I owe you freaking those old Carter samples. I owe you some other stuff. I got to get that. I want to get that shit to you. I'm gonna go ahead and look. I think I just got your.
Yeah. I sent you a picture of that bottle.
Okay.
So it's a sexy bottle, dude. It's cool looking decanter, but the juice is supposed to be pretty special too. So.
Oh, so this is okay. So this is that liquor lineup thing.
Yeah.
How did you get in on this? Because this is something that you had to know somebody to be able to get in on.
No, they had it available online for a while.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they sold and then they had more, so they just kept getting more. So it's a single barrel of that juice. Yeah.
That's a cool ass bottle.
Yeah, the bottle's cool. I hope the juice is really good, but
it's got 15. It says 15-year Kentucky straight bourbon. My thing is that do they give you any idea of where it's coming from, or is this one of those ones where you taste it, it's freaking great, or it's not great, and then you just got to live with what you get? I mean, because if it's Kentucky straight bourbon, if it's 15-year and it's all Kentucky, right? Is it coming from? Is it something that's being made for them by Bardstown that's a mixture of Kentucky straights? Is it freaking? It says it's a bourbon, so it should be just one source. And what one source is that? Because the one source is Kentucky, and is it Heaven Hill? That's
what I'm thinking, but I don't know. Obviously, I haven't tried it. So,
and if it's a 15-year from Heaven Hill, is it like a different barrel? Is it a separate barrel from the Henry Heaven Hill or whatever it is, their big bottle that they put out every year? Is it just a secondary cask to that they're putting in this bottle? Because there's people people pay $200-$300 for that Heaven Hill bottle that comes out every year.
Yeah.
Is this something that they didn't want to put in a Heaven Hill, that they decided it's better than this? It's a middle ground, so let's get them hooked on this one. They're going to be willing to pay the $350 for the Henry Heaven Hill.
So the mash bill, I could have swore, is like similar to like Doc Swinson stuff that comes out. So there's a lot of NDP, non-distiller producers right now that are putting out like this 15-year and like a weird mash bill, which is what this one is. So it's basically they're putting out like this similar juice 15-year, but it's coming from some unknown source.
If I was gonna make a guess, okay, at this is they're jumping on the 15-year train.
Yeah.
With the George Dickel coming out of freaking Tennessee, with the MGP 15-year that everybody's freaking trying to get a hold of to put in their freaking bottles. They put right now 15 is the number. Yeah. So truthfully, if I was you, I would probably reach out to Jason from Mash and Drum, or Kyle from Bourbon Blind, or somebody like that has a lot of feelers out there for new stuff that comes out or stuff that's been coming out and stuff like that to find out if they have Jason's probably the best person to find out if they got if he would know what this source was from this. I can't think of anybody else. Even freaking Sarah and freaking Chad, they might even because they live right there in Kentucky, they might have an in on, they might know where this is coming from, especially when it comes to Heaven Hill, because if it's coming from Heaven Hill, I'm pretty sure Chad and Sarah's gonna know that it's coming from Heaven Hill. But
I'm paying the money. I could just try it too, and just.
Oh no, I'm not saying just not try it and stuff like that. I said, but if you want to, because you can try it all day long and it's freaking awesome. But we also know that if they didn't give you if they didn't say it was from Kentucky and they just said it was just a freaking straight bourbon, that it could have been 15-year-old Dickel juice, because now everybody loves that 15-year-old Dickel over 100 freaking proof. Do they give you a proof on this bottle?
Yeah, it's like 113 or 114 or something like that.
114, 15 year. Kentucky. Huh.
So it's almost like an MGP proof, like some of those MGP barrel proofs,
Oh, well, there's no way it can't be a Luxro. It cannot be a Lux, because then it would immediately put it in MGP, and that would be coming out of Indiana, not out of freaking Kentucky. Yeah, it's probably a Heaven. It's probably a Heaven Hill or a Barton. It's a Barton it's going to be one of the two. It's going to be Barton or Heaven Hill.
Yeah.
So, well, you know what? 113. That could be no. There's no way it's like a Barton. I don't think it's a Barton full proof. Ish. I don't know. I mean, I can freaking speculate. I'm an idiot, so I can speculate all day long. I have a shitty palate, and I'm just getting into. I haven't been in this long enough to freaking be able to make distinctions. But it's more than likely, like you said, it's a Kentucky straight. It says it's a Kentucky straight. It's 15 years. There's probably a good chance that it's coming out of Barton or Heaven Hill. If it's
112 proof. So it's 112 proof, 78.5% corn, 13% rye, 18.5% malted barley.
Okay, so you said 78.5?
8.5% malted barley, sorry.
So you said what, 78.5%?
13 rye, 8.5 malted barley.
So 17.85 corn. Mm. 15 year. You said it was 8.5 malted?
Yeah.
Give me just a second. Let me
So it's a single barrel. Yeah.
All right. I might be able to find this story. Hold on a second. No. Hold on. So let me get it right first real quick. So it's a 78.5 corn, 13 rye, 8.5 malted, right?
Yep.
15 year?
Yep.
Out of Kentucky. Hold on. Oh, I'm not the only one investigating this. There's a whole bunch of freaking people trying to deciphering this one.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't realize that there's literally like 15 freaking different websites pop up as soon as you put in that mash bill.
Yeah, dude. I messaged HBR about it because I knew that he was into that kind of stuff. And he said it's a tote bottle, which is like this special whatever that's been put in totes, and then it's sold out of the like totes, the plastic totes.
Yep.
And
he
said he's had a couple of them, and neither of them have disappointed. So
okay, so rumor began to float. The mash bill was distilled and aged at Heaven Hill. Rumors persisted that the barrels had wild turkey stamps on the top. The rumor, but as with rumors, this one was impossible to verify for whatever. This bourbon was not even being sold in the original oak barrels. Instead, bourbon brokers were selling it by the tote.
Yeah.
Tote explained and goes through the whole thing. So, according to this website, it says person to say that it was Heaven Hill bourbon marked with wild turkey is not only strange but unverifiable. But yeah, they show the totes. Like there's a thing on here where they show a bunch of the totes, but they still haven't figured it out for sure. But that, yeah, Heaven Hill is okay. So check us out. So Heaven Hill's bourbon mash is 78, 10, 12. Wild Turkey's bourbon mash is 75, 13, 12. Beams is 75, 13, 12. And the mystery mash bill is 78, 13, 8. So it could literally it could be any of these guys, but the closest one would be probably Heaven Hill.
Okay.
Is what they're saying in this article. So that's probably what you're looking at is you're probably looking at a tote, like he said, Chris was right. You're looking at a tote, it's probably coming out of Heaven Hill.
Yeah.
But it could be something that's being Heaven Hill selling to somebody else to bottle for him too, because Heaven Hill is there's a lot of outs. Heaven Hill is the other big outsourcer. Was it MGP, Heaven Hill, and Barton? Those are the three major players in the distilling for other people. So yeah. So they brokered it. So this is, like you said, this article says that it was put out to brokers, which means that juice could have went anywhere and still had Kentucky Straight on it.
Yeah.
So whoever did that bottle, if it was a tote and it was gone out to a broker, that son of a bitch could have been freaking a 15-year sent to Texas and Andalusia freaking bottled that bottle. Who knows? So yeah, it says that particular mash bill was brokered. So we'll see. That's pretty cool though. But yeah, I'm not gonna, like I said, 250. 250 is not, like I said, 200 is kind of like my cutoff, but 250 for something that you think might, if you don't, okay, let's put it this way, somebody has to do it, and I haven't seen anybody else in the community do it. So if you go ahead and you get the bottle and you taste it and you think it's freaking amazing, then truthfully, I trust you enough to know that if you like it and it's something that's worth a shit because you have tried so many different things, that if you send me, if I get a sample of it, I'm going to pretty much like it. But if you like it a lot and you really want to know if it's really did you pay too much or whatever, then you'd probably have to send it off to Jason, to HBR, to Matt, some of those guys, and get what what their take is on it. HBR is probably the quickest, and when I say quickest, probably one of the best. People don't give him he gives himself shit about his palate, but he tastes a lot of things and he knows when he likes something.
Yeah.
So, but that's pretty cool. Dude,
I'm gonna hop off, man.
All right, I'm gonna talk to Ken for a couple minutes and then I'll be hopping off. Cool. He's tracking freaking weather on his phone and talking to people in the chat, other people in Australia and England. So,
Ken,
all
cheers,
right,
buddy.
Hey, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow night on your stream. I'll see you tomorrow night on your stream. If you want to bring me on, cool. If you don't, cool. Whatever.
No, you're on, dude. You're on.
I know that I'm gonna be watching, and I hope everything goes cool with you guys. I know what you said. I know the text you sent. I know what you sent me earlier about coming on tomorrow. I really truthfully think that even if I don't come on, you and Mike got this because you're the one that steers me, and I'm sure that freaking you'll be able to steer your show. But if you want, I'm there for you to help if you need me. So
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
I'll talk to you later, Bubba.
All right, see you, boys.
All right, bye.
Cheers, mate.
And then there was 2.
There's only 2 left.
Well, the one thing is that for the Saturday, because of the Wednesday stream for me has to be cut so short because I have to be at work at 5 in the morning. Knowing that I don't have to be at work on Sunday, I'm not really too worried about it because it means it's 1:52 in the morning here. If I went to sleep at 2 o'clock, I could still sleep till 10 o'clock in the morning and still have an entire day of getting shit done. So I'm still all right. And then, the only thing would be is that if I didn't go to bed at 2 o'clock and I stayed up until you went live, then I would really be fucking myself. Because
if I go on for another 10 hours.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to keep you on for the next 2.5 hours before you go live because you got other business in general you've got to take care of to make sure everything's freaking cool. So if you do go live at 4:30, which you should be able to go live, other than the fact that your internet might get fucked up by a cyclone, that you got stuff you got to make sure is tied down, taken care of or whatever before. Plus 3 hours from now, your son's should be asleep.
Hopefully,
but if there's a cyclone coming, I got a feeling he ain't gonna be wanting to be asleep.
No, I don't think he. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. 'Cause it's gonna be right in the middle of it when he goes to bed. So, yeah, he's probably not gonna be sleeping.
Yeah. So I hope everything goes okay. I mean, when's the last time you got a cyclone come through there?
Head on like this 30 years ago.
Well, do you have any kind of reports from other places that the cyclone's already gone through of how much damage?
It's only just yeah. So there was an old jetty up north a little bit. That's gone. It's been there for 100 odd years or something. But that's gone. So yeah. So we're just starting to get a little bit of reports of damage and stuff up north a little bit.
So you get to give Simon a heads up before it hits him, then, right? Because he's just south of you.
Well, it's going to go inland and south. It'll completely miss him. He'll get a little bit of rain from it, but that'll be about it. We're getting the full brunt of it. So we just got a message from Department of Fire and Emergency Services saying it's red alert, stay inside. Make sure you're in the safest part of the house and all that jazz.
Ken, you need to do something about your whiskey.
Yeah, I'm going to sit right here and drink it.
Okay. At least you're doing something about it.
Yep.
So you were talking about the possibility that at some point in time that you'd be moving to a bigger place or whatever. Is that same area that you live in right now, or is this something where you're going to actually just say get a little bit farther away?
I'd like to leg it out of here, but yeah, I'm going to be stuck here, so it'll be a house in this town. But hopefully a little bit more out of town, so it'll be in a darker site, so I can do my astronomy and stuff. And have a bigger property without neighbours right up my ass. So yeah. So
you can do lives from outside while you're taking astrophotography and drinking bourbon.
Yep, sounds good to me.
Make yourself a little what do you call it? Observatory with a big old lens and stuff with a camera and stuff hooked to it, and then
yep, and a bit of fire pit and all that.
Sit there and have a little bit of a structure to where keep you out of the elements a little bit, and just sit there and look at a freaking look at a screen that's showing what your camera's seeing, and pushing the old button and tossing back freaking drams.
Yep, fucking oath. Damn straight, brother. Damn straight.
Do you normally, before all this shit happened, do you normally go out to the Outback and stuff, like plan trips to go to the Outback or to go to specific areas that are completely away from freaking cities and stuff like that to be able to do your astrophotography, or is this just something like get lucky to be able to do it type situation, or did you like actually? Well, you had a job. Okay, I'm sorry. You had a business where tourists came and you took them places to take pictures. But outside of that, did you make your own trips by yourself, like out to the Outback or to the north, to Queensland or anything like that to do this stuff? Or
well, not to Queensland, but I've only got to travel about 30 minutes out of town to get to a dark sky site.
Oh, okay.
Get away from the light pollution. So if I travel inland about an hour away, it's pristine, beautiful skies. So I haven't done that in a few years. I just haven't had a chance, but it's been niggling at the back of my brain to actually go and do that for that exact reason, to get away and just do some astronomy. But yeah, it's a pretty big thing to get everything prepared and packed and travel out and then unpack it all and set it all up. So you need to make sure you've got a couple of days at least to enjoy it, and that the weather isn't going to be total shit when you get out there.
I mean, I'm sure that your wife's really happy when you decide you're going to be gone for a couple of days, because then she.
Yeah. Ain't that always the case?
How many? Okay, come on. So, how many times, truthfully, in the last since the beginning of 2020, has your wife looked at you and go, "Can you just go take some fucking pictures or something and get the hell out of here"?
No, she hasn't once, actually. She hasn't once. It's actually been, we haven't killed each other, so it's been good. She's normally away working. Yeah. I'm normally I'm stuck at home all day, every day. So she's the one that goes off and works.
Well, technically, you're not stuck at home. You choose to work at your home. See, it's different.
True. Very true.
Because you technically could go rent an office somewhere and do what you do. You just choose to go ahead and stay at your house.
Yep. I don't want to pay no rent for somewhere else.
Where else can I work and freaking have this over to the my back shoulder, right?
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, James. Cheers, mate. Yeah, fingers crossed. I mean, it's all of a sudden gone real calm and quiet right now, but yeah, it's on its way.
An hour and a white beach.
Yeah, about an hour, it's going to be pretty full on.
Looks like your wife's all over it. She's sitting there freaking she's sitting there watching the television, freaking going, okay. The monitor.
No, the TV's dead.
Oh.
The TV's dead. We've got no TV. That's all gone.
Well, then how the hell are you going to watch reruns of Baywatch if your TV doesn't work?
Just on tape.
No, it's a.
We've got internet.
When I was in the Navy, it was a running joke in Australia that the thing that they thought was funny was the number one TV show in Australia at the time was Baywatch. and I'm like sitting there going, wait a second, why is that the number one show? Because if you've ever been to a freaking Gold Coast beach and seen the lifeguards that are at the Gold Coast beach, them girls and them guys on freaking Baywatch don't match up. Sorry to say, guys, but
true,
I always thought that was fun. I thought that was funny. But oh yeah, freaking dude, when I went to Cairns and the freaking when I was in Cairns, a lot of the guys, they went ahead and paid to go do like bungee jumping off these freaking giant suspension bridges, taking trips to the Gold Coast and all this other stuff. And I'm like, why are you doing all that? I said, I'm going to go make a trip to Gold Coast, like a one-day trip, round trip, just to go check it out. And it was great. And it would be really even better if I was rich, but I'm not.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not throwing myself off for a completely good bridge. So, and I was sitting there in Cairns. I'm like, there's so much stuff that's here just to go freaking check out. And then hang out with the Aborigines, let them tell me like stories and stuff, and realize how how they're portrayed on freaking television and movies and everything else is not accurate. They're like literally like the coolest, like some of the coolest freaking people on the face of the earth.
Oh yeah,
They got me drunk as fuck, drinking beer and shit, you know. So, and then, like I said, it was just a really nice place. It's really freaking small at the time, and there was this place called.
It's still pretty small.
There's
Got
a
a
place
massive
called
military presence.
Yeah, it was called
Up in
like
Kansas,
I want to say there was a club there called like End of the Earth or something like that, and it was this huge freaking club. Easily hold like 300-400 people dancing, freaking different tiers, all this other shit, and it was End of the World. That's what it was, and you walk in there and it was crazy because it'd be like, where are all the dudes at? you walk in there and the first thing you think is, or do we walk into a lesbian bar? Because like literally you might see 7 or 8 guys in one area. They're all other military guys, you know, and they're surrounded by like 30 or 40 women. And when they told us that, oh, in this part of the country, it's literally 8 women to every 1 guy. That's why they like Americans, because they treat the women pretty decently, when the men up there in the area would treat them like crap, because guess what? You don't want to date me anymore? Cool. There's 7 other girls that will.
Yeah.
And I was like, I always thought that was kind of funny and stuff until because I'd been told that for years. But when I went there and I was like, this is freaking sad. It's freaking really sad. And but I had like I said, I had a great time. And then Perth, hanging around in Perth and stuff like that was a lot of fun. Freaking actually, 2 of my friends, when we got back to the States, they were getting out of the Navy. They went back to Australia, and one became a male stripper that was making like ungodly amounts of money from freaking old Australian women in Perth. And freaking the other one became a bartender, and he ended up when he became a bartender, he was like 23 or 24, and he just came back to the States when he was like 39, retired with money. When he came back with enough money to not have to work the rest of his life. And I was like, from fucking bartending? And he goes, I was American. I was a bartender in downtown Perth. He goes, I made freaking 500-600 American a night tips on top of what I was getting paid. And he goes, and then you get a sugar mama, and she takes care of you for the, in your 20s. You get to your 30s, you decide done with the sugar mama, you've got enough money, and everything else. He came back when he's like 37, 38 years old, and he was set. I haven't seen it for a few years, but he's just like, it's just like anywhere else in the world. If you're someone from another country that has a specific type of accent and is completely different, you treat people a little bit differently, you're going to be successful. And that's what it was over there. Women liked the American guys, and also helped the fact that he was a African American gentleman with blue eyes. So basically, so it was on for him.
Yep.
And that was it.
Yep.
I remember the
Colin
first time
just popped in and just said, "Cheers, guys!
Yep.
Just checking in for the evening. A lot of
Colin.
4R tonight." Cheers, Colin.
Hey, Colin. So, what's that? Oh,
looks like the missus wants a Moscow Mule.
What's a what? A Moscow Mule.
Yeah. Where's Mud? Oh, there's Mud. Mud over there.
You're right, right?
You're gonna make some Moscow Mules.
She doesn't need a mule. Give her some freaking
Vodka?
Lagavulin.
Some Lagavulin?
Get out of that puppy dog. Lagavulin, I'll drink that straight, thank you very much.
I know you'll drink the Lagavulin now. A month ago you would be nah.
Here you go, damn that out.
That's funny, yo.
What else do we need?
It's like, okay.
Oh, God.
Need the lime squeezer?
I'm trying to look for the vodka.
So, where did I put the vodka?
It's the clear stuff.
Yeah, that's the one.
It's
Oh,
the
there it
clear.
is.
It's the clear bottle that's not.
An open one, or is that all dead?
I don't know where the other vodka is. This one will do. Grab me the jigger, the big jigger.
Tell
Yep, that one.
just tell her that the vodka is the clear bottle that doesn't say isopropyl.
Yeah, exactly. Non-isopropyl alcohol. Have you got the squeezer?
Oh, that's what I'm looking for.
Should be there.
Colin says, "Wait, I'm from the U." Colin says, "I'm from the UK and moved to the US." You saying I need to use my accent more? If you're a good looking guy in a freaking
It's under the tea towel.
a decently sized big city, and yeah, use your accent. I guarantee it.
I'll have a look in a second.
It'll get doors open for you. I'm telling you. I've been around it. I'm 51 years old. I've been around a lot of guys from different countries that have come into the States that I've known that their accent gets them way more than they ever did when they were at home. That's good. That's funny. I think that.
Fresh limes out of our tree.
Well, they're not too. I mean, they're not those ripe.
Yeah.
Why are they orange if they're limes?
Well, I thought they were green to be limes too, but I did a bit of a Google because they started going yellow, and I'm like, okay, well, that's a bit odd. And limes are meant to be yellow when they're ripe. But because typically when you go buy them, they're just green, that's what everyone knows them as, but they're meant to be yellow. That's when the best time to have them. Same as a lemon.
Okay, because I was under the impression that it was when it was green, it was a lime, and then when it turned yellow, they call them lemons.
Nope, completely different plant.
I knew that, but I just thought that'd be funny.
It's pretty true, though. I mean, you look at that and you go, that's a fucking lemon. That's a baby lemon. I was like, nope, that's a fucking lime.
Yeah. So I just think it's really fun, and not say funny. I think it's cool that you have literally an impending freaking cyclone. Because, like I said, if you guys were like inland somewhat to where there was like a more than 50% chance that you wouldn't even see it, I wouldn't even be like nervous for you or kind of like almost wanting to hang out for a while to make sure you're going to be okay. But I know I can't because right now I'm about to fall asleep. But yep. I'm not going to do a Simon maneuver when I'm going to go ahead and sign off before I freaking take off.
Officially go out, yeah.
But and for you guys, for you and your wife to literally be sitting there going, "Hey, make me a Moscow Mule," and freaking just screw it. We're gonna freaking drink and shit happens. That's a really.
Well, I just saw a bunch of posts. Everyone's like, cyclone alcoholism is a real thing. Make sure you drink water.
Well, yeah.
Another person said, "How's your cyclone?" And they got a glass of whiskey, and I'm like, "Yeah, that's pretty much it." Well, what else are you gonna do?
Yeah, I guess.
Alrighty, I'll let you go get some sleep, and I'll go get some dinner and make a Moscow Mule. And
yeah, I figured I was getting ready to tell you that I'm probably going to go ahead and dip out, and then it's been 2 hours. Cheech didn't show up, but I'll.
No, hopefully he's all good.
I hope everything's all good with him too. I'm gonna go ahead and try to. What time is it? So it's 2, so it's 5:10. Well, let's put it this way. Cheech went ahead and went to bed because he was a little on the tipsy side and decided, or he went to go take a nap because it was early enough and didn't wake up for the stream or whatever. He's really good about waking up at like 5 or 6 in the morning his time, really early. So I'm going to text him here in a minute before I go to bed, and hopefully I get an answer back soon. But thank you, Ken, for jumping across different streams after you did your deal with hot buttery rolls. who knows? I'm gonna go ahead and lay down and go to sleep, but I'll probably have to get up and go do a bio break in about 2 or 3 hours, and boom, I'll be able to turn you on and tell whether or not freaking the cyclone got you or not. So,
Yep.
hopefully I see you on my TV set in my room, because I always turn on YouTube and just listen to it because I like the noise. So hopefully I wake up in a few hours and I hear your voice in my ear and go, okay, everything's all right. I can go back to sleep. So prayers.
Yep, that's the plan.
I'll see you. I'll
Thanks,
hopefully
man.
see you soon. I'll talk to you later. See everybody else later. As always.
Yep. Everyone in chat.
I'll
Cheers.
see you on the other side. Cheers. Good night, Ken.
Cheers. Thanks, mate.